What's up, everyone? Sirasoni from the underground back here again to deliver your quality tutorial. And today I'm gonna try to recreate the Skrillex Diplo Dolphin Flute type effect that's in what song was it? Where are you now? Where are you now? Is that what it? Where are you now that I need you? Ooh, ooh. Well, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out that song "Where Are You Now" by Jack U, Skrillex, and Diplo. And they got on the chorus on the drop part, they have this like dolphin flute type effect thing. And then I saw their like how they made the sound on YouTube and everything. I think it was on Times or something in an interview, and they went through it. I heard the song, you know, and I sort of said, "Hey, I probably can't do it exactly like it, but why don't I give it a try anyways?" So here goes nothing. All right. Um, if you guys don't know, Skrillex, he uses a lot of distortion in his vocals, and a lot of compression and sort of EQing on the higher parts to make that sort of loudspeaker sound. I don't know, like when you have the like the radio type of sound, and he uses that a lot in his vocals. And this time around, it's pretty much the same thing again. So I'm gonna show you guys how he did it, or like more or less, So first of all, you get a sample, right? First thing that's important is you guys have to get a sample that has like a like long soft voice tail, not a lot of syllables, not something with a lot of syllables in it, not something like
What time is it?
not something like this, okay? Like something that's yeah or oh or something, So play it for you guys. That ain't it. All right. So that's just the vocals right there. Okay. Again. So what you're gonna do first of all is you're gonna go here, open it up, right click, edit. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch the pitch on it, and then if you click this thing, round thing right here, it comes to our pitch shifter, and I am pretty certain that he pitched it up in his, whatever song he was doing. So if you guys click accept like this, then you guys will get this sample. Okay, sounds hella annoying right now. And then what I also did is I extended it a little bit as well. I changed the time so it's longer a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna drag this sample back here again. Okay, and I'm gonna put it in channel 5, which is where I have it. And let's check it out. First of all, I'm gonna take all these effects off. Sounds annoying as hell. And the first thing I did was I added a compressor on it, and basically squashed it so that all the silent parts come out together, And I just need a compressor before. If you look at my next chain, I have the distortion on the wave shaper. That's a fruity distortion. Just to put up the gain through the wave shaper and overdrive it. That's the reason I had the compressor. So to make the silent parts come out, so I squashed it as hard as I could. This is without, this is with. Okay, you could hear the silent parts a little better. And then with the wave shaper, what I did is, if you guys don't know how the wave shaper works, it's easy. Just open it up, play around with it. That's all I could say. If you really look at this help thing, it doesn't really help you at all. So just play around with it. Maybe I'll do a separate tutorial on it one of these days. And I basically just up some of the lower harmonics. some of the silent parts. Okay, so I didn't distort it too much. So this is how it sounds like. You could definitely tell, right? All right. And then the next thing I did was I opened up my EQ. Basically, what I did was if you go from here, you just select this 20 hertz, 18 hertz cut, which is basically the same thing as, you know, just high passing it here and then low passing it over here, like this. And then turn it on and turn this off. And then I got rid of some of the higher harmonics because, there's too much distortion and I don't want all that distortion coming out. It's hella annoying to hear, so yeah. That's what I did right there. And what I also did is I opened up Maximus and I put up the mids. That's basically what I did. And just to give a little bit more like air, not a big difference. And then I added fruity reverb on it, which is the most important. The two most important things here is the wave shaper and the reverb. Wave shaper, you gotta distort the sound, and then reverb just to make it sound more wet and more smooth. That's the only thing. So just open up the reverb and then play around with it. These are the settings that I use. I made the room large. I didn't make the decay too long. I put the early reflection down so that it doesn't sound as bright. And then, yeah, so that's how it sounds like right now. Okay, so from here, another thing you could do is, you could go over here and you could like reverse the sound, see how that sounds like. I'm pretty sure Skrillex and Diplo, they do that all the time as well. Yeah. That already sort of sounds like Where Are You Now? Yeah. And from here, I'm sure they played around with the pitch a little bit more and everything just to get that sound. But this is pretty much how they made it. So just play around with the vocals a bit, play around the distortion. Yeah. And get that good vocal sample, without too many syllables in it. And your game. So I hope you guys learned something today, and don't blame me if it doesn't sound exactly like it. That wasn't the point I was trying to do in the tutorial anyway. So peace out, have a good time, until next time.